Hello. I want the cookie. I really need to redo his eyes. They're so scratched. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Teacher Jessie and you are watching Reliable Roots. So recently Gogokid just did this really cool contest and I won a uni doll from it, so thank you Gogokid. What is it with teachers just loving toys? Okay, that could just be me. But anyway, so today's video is all about how to make a great introductory video. So Gogokid, thank you for the contest. Really appreciate it. But for those of you who are new to online teaching, for those of you who are new to Gogokid, or for those of you that are having trouble bookings, this video is for you. I'm going to show you today how to make a really great introductory video from start to finish, and this is a brand contributor video, which means everything that I'm about to say has been verified by the Home Office in Beijing, so let's get started. Okay, so step number one, if you are using your phone, the camera on your phone, there are a few things that you need to note. First of all, you can adjust the settings to make it in as high of quality as possible, and you want to be sure to do that. On a side note, be sure to adjust it back to its normal settings, or you will be taking all of your video using that very big 4K or whatever the highest setting is on your phone, and that will use up like all of your memory. Trust me on this, I know. All right, if you are going to be using your phone, you want to be sure to use the back camera and not the front camera, because the best quality is going to be in that back camera. This is the front side of the camera. This is the back side of the camera. Okay, so did you see the difference there? If you didn't see the difference, trust me, there is a difference. The back camera has better definition and better quality, so you can also use the web camera on your computer as well. Whatever camera you use, just be sure that it is in as high of quality as possible. So on my iPhone will actually shoot in 4K at 60 frames per second, which is actually better than what I'm shooting this video on right now, which is a DSLR. So the camera does have a lot of capability of shooting very nice, highly defined, great introductory videos. So you can take advantage of that with your cell phone or with your laptop. Next up, you want to be sure that you are filming horizontally and not vertically. We watch things horizontally, not vertically. You also want to be sure to clean off the camera itself, because, you know, you throw this thing around everywhere, it goes with you everywhere, it's probably not going to be very clear. Okay, so the next thing you want to be sure to do is use a tripod for your phone. Again, this is all if you are using your phone. You can also use your web camera, and I'm going to walk you through how you're going to be able to do that just very nicely, as long as it's a pretty nice quality web camera, or an external web camera works even better. Currently, my kids have run off with my cell phone tripod, so you know what I'm going to use? Ha-ha! You see that? Look at that! Bam! Tripod! The next thing you want to be sure of is that you are correctly positioned in your frame. Remember, this is a glimpse of what the parents and the kids are going to be expecting when they click on your classroom, so be sure to give them a glimpse of that experience. The next thing you want to be sure of is that your microphone is nicely working. So if you are using your computer, you can use your headset if you don't have any kind of external microphone. Sometimes computer microphones work well, I guess. I've heard. It's a rumor. The cell phone, if you have an iPhone, the microphones work pretty well, unless you have children that take your cell phone and like to put like bubbles in it and stuff. Yeah, I have got to clean that out. That's gross. The next thing you want to be sure of is that your lighting is good. What? You don't like this? You don't like watching this? I am offended. The lighting that I use in class is this nifty, galifty $20 lamp that I got from Walmart. It's wonderful because you can adjust the lighting. Ooh. The lighting that I enjoy using the most is a 3-point lighting system. So you have a 45-degree light over here, a 45-degree light over here. Those two lights are helping to correct all the shadows on your face, but then you also need a lamp in the background to light up the back of your classroom. Off, on, off, on. That's exactly what my toddler does after class every single day. If you do not have that many lamps, you can position yourself so that you are facing a window and set your camera up on the windowsill so that you get all the natural light from the window. That's another idea. You can use the lamp that I just showed, that's $20 from Walmart, to accentuate your face. You want to make sure that your face is well lit. That's the most important part of this. If you don't have all the different types of lighting and stuff, you want to just make sure that your face and your background is well lit, because again, this is a glimpse into what your classroom is going to be like. So you want to be sure to convey that it is a bright and cheerful, happy classroom place. If you are using a lamp, I would recommend daylight bulbs in comparison to fluorescent. That way you don't have that kind of orangey, yellowish glow all over the place. So my lighting that I use at the 45-degree angles are all the daylight sort of bulbs. And then this, back on, this bulb back here is a fluorescent because that's how I roll. When you are filming your video, you want to be sure to use short, simple sentences and words. Don't speak too fast, don't get too animated, don't use very extravagant, frilly, grandiose, complicated, extravagant, what's the others? Overwrought, showy, showed up words. Parents and children often are watching these videos together to pick out what teacher they both want. So you want to be sure to appeal to both of them. Use short, non-complex sentences and show off how much fun that they are going to have in your classroom. You also want to use different camera angles, kind of show off your props, your classroom. This can easily be done using your cell phone. Oops. Map of the United States. There's the alphabet. In the business, we call this B-roll. B-roll. Okay, so the most important thing that you want to remember about this is that you are an edutainer. You're also an English teacher, so actually don't use the word edutainer because that's totally made up and it's not proper English. But you are educating and you are entertaining, so you want to convey that in under 1 minute, under 50 megabytes, which by the way, that is the maximum that you can upload an introductory video. So be sure to laugh and smile and have fun and show off your classroom and use props and just get into it. The very last thing that you want to do is make a closing statement of some kind. I am greatly looking forward to seeing you in class. I can't wait to see you in class. We're gonna have so much fun. I will see you soon. So I'm about to record my very new introductory video because I realize it's been an entire year since I recorded my introductory video, so I think it's time. I'm going to do this all from my external web camera, and then I'm going to walk you through the process of how I edit using iMovie. Now, if you don't have a Mac, iMovie comes with all Mac Apple computers, but if you do not have a Mac Apple computer, then there are so many different options available. I'm not really familiar with PC apps that you can use. I know that there's apps that you can download on your phone for free, and there's teenagers. Just get a teenager to do it. I mean, if you are going to be using your camera to record your introductory video, be sure to add in some of that B-roll that I showed you with your cell phone, just to kind of splice it up a little bit. Another great idea of B-roll to add into your video throughout is of you teaching. So you don't actually have to be in the classroom. You can kind of pretend to be in the classroom, but this kind of shows parents where you're coming from and your teaching style. So go ahead and add some of that into your introductory video as well. If you do not have a good microphone, but your cell phone does, you can always go into voice memos and record the voiceover, and then you can actually dub that into iMovie. And the second thing that I want to be sure to add is that if you are not a cheerful, outgoing teacher, don't pretend like you need to be. Be yourself, be who you are going to be in class. If you don't play the guitar, then don't play the guitar in your introductory video. And if you don't sing in your introductory video, because whatever the parents see in the introductory video, that is what they are expecting to see in your classroom. So don't do that. Oh yeah, be sure to clap at the beginning if you are doing the voice memo on your cell phone so that you can sync it up in iMovie. All right, here we go, one more clap. Hello! My name I will see you soon. Bye! Okay, so now we're getting into the editing part of this, and I'm just going to open up iMovie, start a new project, and drag all of my footage into it. Now, I did use my microphone on my iPhone, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is syncing that up with the footage that I have. So I've already downloaded that to my computer, and that is where that hand clap is going to come in really handy, because that is the easiest way that you can sync up both your voice on the camera and the voice on the audio recording. So you can see where the fluctuations are in the audio recording, and that is also very helpful. So after I've already matched that up, the second thing that I'm going to be doing is just slicing and dicing all of the ums, the ands, the blank spots, and try to condense it as close to 1 minute as possible. But actually, before I get into that, I'm going to crop my movie because my screen, whenever I'm in the classroom, is actually a lot smaller than what I actually took footage of. So I want to make sure that my screen is a little bit smaller, because my classroom, you can see like kind of all the props that I use, and I don't want that much of my classroom showing, just more of what they are actually going to see on the computer screen when they are in class with me. In the description box below, I will leave a link to a bunch of shortcut keys that you can use in iMovie to kind of make this whole process a little bit quicker and a little bit easier for you. And after you're done slicing and slicing and slicing, or after I'm done, I added in some of my teaching B-roll. I have several different angles, some of my computer screen and some of me some of the camera behind my computer, and some of actually QuickTime filming an actual class that I'm in. So I will get into how I'm going to cover up the children in a moment, but I also want to touch on the music in the background. I'm going to go under the music settings in iMovie. They have a whole bunch of different options. I'm searching for something that is right at a minute, and I chose Playful. That is just perfect for this, and I took it down to 3%. Any more than that it gets a little bit difficult to actually hear what I'm saying, so 3% is perfect. And then next I'm going in and I'm adding cartoon boings to some of my just short snippets of me teaching in the classroom. This is just fun and interactive. This is another sound effect that is already listed in iMovie, and I took those down to 50% as well, because they were kind of loud. Next up, I'm going to go into transitions and just add some random transitions just to make my video a little bit more fun. And then I'm going to be covering up the faces of the children that you actually see in the Gogokid classroom. So to do that, I'm going to find a PNG of a shape. I chose a heart. You can choose anything, or you can choose a blurred effect, whatever you need to do to cover up that child's face. But if I have a heart PNG, then I can just simply paste it on top of their face. And finally, I'm going to import some of that B-roll that I took on my cell phone of just different aspects of my classroom, and just kind of throw that in for some different camera angles. And finally, I'm going to save my project and make sure that it is under 50 megabytes. And if it is not, which mine was not, you might have to adjust the length of it or kind of tweak it to make sure that it's under 50 megabytes. Hello! My name is Teacher Jessie. Teacher Jessie! Welcome to my classroom. We're going to have so much fun! Donut, apple, apple, baseball. I can't wait to see you in class. I will see you soon. Bye. High five. After you're completely done making your video, you want to send in a ticket to support@gogokid.com so that it can be uploaded onto your profile. That about wraps up this video, I think. I'm trying to rack my brain right now to see if I missed anything. But if you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. If you thought of something that I missed on the introductory video or anything like that, also leave those in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and also leave me a comment below if you want to see more information about how to put together an introductory video or maybe a profile picture, how to get more bookings, anything like that. I would love to hear from you. All right, guys, that's all I got, and I will see you next time. Oh, wait, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!